Hello everyone. Today I am going to share with you how to get your Google self-grading form templates to work again. Unfortunately, for some reason, out of nowhere, out of the blue, the Google templates that I have shared with you and that your fellow team members have shared with you are no longer working. So what we're going to look at is how to use Flubaroo, which is an add-on that allows any form, Google form that you create to be self-graded. And it doesn't really matter the amount of questions that you add to the template. You can have 12, you can have 13. It doesn't have to be a special magic number. But Flubaroo grades any questions that you have in a Google form. So what we are going to look at is a template that you probably already have. Normally, one person on your team creates a Google form and they share it with the rest of the group, and then the students just take the test from there. So now, if you use the templates that were already shared, it's no problem. You can still get Flubaroo to work on them. So here's a template, one of our old templates, and down here at the bottom, you will see three tabs: Answers, Scores, and About. Now, in order for Flubaroo to work, you have to delete the Scores tab and then the About tab. So if you just click on the Scores drop down little arrow, and if you just delete it, it's okay. It doesn't matter because the template isn't working anyway. And you're going to delete the About tab as well. And so now you should only have one tab, and it will be your Answers tab. Now, that's the first step. If you are getting a template that has been shared with you from someone else on your team, if it has those two tabs at the bottom, you have to delete them. Flubaroo only works with one tab. Um, okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is look at installing Flubaroo onto your Google Drive. Now, once you install it the first time, it should appear um, on any other form that you are using. So up here at the top, for the very first time, you would have to go to Insert, and you're going to insert a script. And once you click on Insert Script, you are going to search for Flubaroo, which is Flubaroo, and search for that. And the second option is Flubaroo, and you're just going to install it. It takes like a few seconds and it's installed. All right, so we're good. I'm going to go ahead and press continue. Any add-on or app that you add to Google Drive is going to ask you to have authorization. You're just going to click continue so that it could work. So all of this great stuff that it's asking you for and wants access to everything, click accept. It makes life a lot easier. Okay, so now Flubaroo is installed. We have the green bar. Click on close. And now up here at the top, you should see the Flubaroo tab. Now, it depends on the form that you're using. The Flubaroo tab may be up here, or it actually may say add-ons, and it will be under the add-ons category. But for right now, we're looking at Flubaroo, the Flubaroo tab. So at this point, you're good to go. You're ready to grade your assignments once students have actually taken your quiz. Now, one of the major difference between the templates that we were using in Flubaroo is the answer key. Now, this is an old template, so technically you can still put your answer key up here at the top. That's totally fine. But if you're creating a brand new form, then this row at the top is not going to be there. So you would actually have to take the quiz. So what I would suggest you do from now on is just take the quiz the first time and select all the correct answers so that could be labeled as your answer key. So I'm going to go up here to form, and I'm going to go to live form so I can quickly take this quiz. I'm going to label this period as maybe test, or it doesn't matter, first period, but I'm going to go answer. Oops, I can't spell. Oh my goodness, this is horrible. Answer and then key, so that I can easily identify which one is the answer key. So I'm going to quickly select. This is just a fictitious quiz. So all of the answers are going to be A, and everyone's going to pass. Oh, and I have 11. Okay, so now I have gone back to my quiz spreadsheet, and now you can see that my answer key is on the first line. So now we're going to go up to Flubaroo, and we're going to grade the assignment. And when we click on grade the assignment, oh, there must be at least 2 submissions. Great to know. Let me go back and add another one. Okay, so now I have at least 2 submissions on these both of these 2 rows. So I'm going to go over to Flubaroo. I'm going to grade the assignment. And then in the first step of the Flubaroo grading, it's going to show you all the questions that are listed. And what I suggest you do for the questions that the students are actually answering and that you want to be graded, you're going to assign the point value. I would just leave it at 1 point, but if you want to get really fancy, you can change the point value for each question. If you want to make a question count twice as much or 3 times as much, that's totally fine. But just for simplicity, I will leave everything at 1 point. Okay, so you're just at this point identifying and making sure that each one of these questions is going to be graded correctly for the as far as the point value. So once everything is good, you're going to click continue. And now we're on step 2 of Flubaroo grading. Now, if you have way more submissions, so if you have like 20 submissions, it's going to show every single submission. But at this step, step 2, we're looking for the answer key. What is Flubaroo going to use as the answer key? And so I'm going to select the first row because that's my answer key. You're going to click continue. And then right down here at the bottom, once it's completed, you're going to view your grades. That's fine. It also tells you a little bit about how to interpret the grading system for it. So anyone that scores below a 70 is going to appear in red, okay, which is very good to know, just automatically. Okay, so we're going to click on View Grades, and so we're still in the same spreadsheet. Down here at the bottom, you have your Student Submission tab. And then now you have a new tab that Flubaroo automatically adds, and that's your grade tab. So now over here in this section, it will list all of your responses. I only have a 1, but once again, if a student makes below a 70, it's going to highlight them in red. It's going to tell you the total points. It has their percentage. It has how many times they submitted it. And then if you scroll over some more, it has each question. And it also has the percentage of correct answers for each question down here at the bottom. So for number 3 and number 4, this 100% means everyone that submitted it got 100% or 100% was correct on this question. Now, over here on the left, it shows you the possible points, the average points, the number of low scores, scoring questions, which will be those questions in the goldish yellow color. Now also we're looking at data. We want to get data for our PLCs. So just like our old templates, if you go over to Form and Show Summary Responses, then it should look very familiar to you. It will show you your circle graphs with your percentages by the question. It will have all of the same data that we were using before, just like in our previous templates. Now, the only difference that needs to be noted about Flubaroo is that unlike our previous templates, as a student submits their response under the Student Submission tab and under the Grades tab, our previous templates will automatically grade it and will automatically show the answers. Unfortunately, in Flubaroo, that does not happen. So you would have to go up to Flubaroo, the little Flubaroo tab, or maybe an add-on tab, and it will say Flubaroo, and you would have to regrade the assignment. And that's for, and I would probably do that after every class period. And it's going to ask you to replace the existing grades, which is fine. It's just going to update any submissions that had come in. But you're going to go through the same process. You're going to click on your answer key. You're going to continue. It's going to tell you all about how to view your grades. And so your updated submissions are going to be now located in the grades tab. So once again, it's not going to automatically grade your submissions for you. So you have to click on regrade the assignment for the most updated scores. And if you have any question, please let me know.